new Muslims are gonna keep coming, man. في دين الله أفواجا, you know. They enter in Islam in groups. But that's the important point, is like how many stay, how many can we keep. It's not up to us, man. Allah guides whom He wills. But what have we done?
SubhanAllah.
Yeah.
We got to wrap up soon because we got iftar. But to touch on that point, bro, my first question, what do you say to these people, bro? How did you personally get over that, where it's like you intellectually had all the answers, but it's just like you couldn't extinguish that doubt?
It was so tough, akhi. Like, I was in depression, man. I was depressed. Like, that was my second depression in my life. And it was so hard because coming from a previous depression, identity crisis, coming into Islam, discovering, feeling all power. Yeah, man. The whole convert zeal. And then those doubts started creeping in and the depression came back. And it's kind of like, okay, before everything I knew was wrong, identity crisis, then I find Islam, I think, okay, I found the truth, forget about Romania, forget about ethnicity, it's the truth. So forget about that, you know? Like, alhamdulillah, I love that I'm Romanian, no problem, no issues. But now you've put that aside, and the most important thing in your life is the truth. Now even that, it might not be right. Like, who the heck are you? Like, what is real in this world? What is the truth, right? Bro, it was such a deep pit that I went into. It was crazy. And no, I wasn't comfortable to speak to anyone. Like, I've tried to approach certain people, but the way they reacted, you know, I knew I need to test the waters first. I wasn't comfortable to just open up, like, yeah, I have a problem, I'm doubting Islam. No, I just opened up a little bit, and then the reaction was like, no, it's not working. So I had to suffer literally like about 5 years, bro.
Wow.
5 years, day in and day out, crying sometimes, just like not telling anyone that I'm dying, you know, right? Spiritually. And you're looking, you're researching, and okay, this matter, done, check, right? Okay, why is it not disappearing? Okay, now next, done. You know, you're watching more videos, you're going here. I was debating some of these guys, man. You look at me and you're like, no, there's nothing. This guy's smashing them, right? But inside it was like, phew. So intellectually, yes. 1, 2, 3, pack. But inside it's like stab, stab, stab.
So do you feel that the way they responded and the way they responded so poorly made it worse for you?
Who, the Muslims?
Yeah,
Of course.
When you didn't get a
Yeah,
response.
that's the funny thing, is that some of the questions that I've tried to bring,
Yeah.
they didn't even know about them. And they were from Islam itself.
Yeah.
So that brought more doubts. Like, wait a minute, Sheikh doesn't know about this? And I was like, ugh, right? So that just kind of confirmed the doubts. But I know Allah kept me, like, I knew that, okay, God exists, khalas, spirit, you know? The question was, is Islam the truth or not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is Islam the truth or not? And I think, about 5 years of, intellectual struggle, spiritual struggle. But to be honest, I think in the end, it was the intellectual part. I mean, it just went to a point where, like, I don't think there was any question that I didn't cover, man. So I kind of talked to myself, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, how many more questions do you want to answer till you know that this is the truth? And there was this epiphany. And
Bro, you know what that reminds me of? It's the one verse where Allah says that we'll show them the signs
yes, exactly.
outside of them and
Yes,
within themselves until they see that this
the truth.
is the truth.
And I remember, obviously you have your spiritual encounters as well. Now those are subjective, right? But yeah, like it'll be like something like a doubt or a question, and sometimes you open the Quran, and there's a verse that, like, you know, it's just literally like tears you down, bro. It's like Allah's talking to you, you know, like straight up, and it happens so many times. It's not just a coincidence, you know. So I feel of course Allah will interfere and will help you, but I think He wants to just remove any kind of kibr from you, any kind of arrogance, just literally humble you to the point where, like, I can't do anything else. Like, intellectually, I've done everything.
If you really want to battle,
Really, you know, I've done everything. I've answered everything. I can't. Like, I really need guidance. And that's why, bro, there's many people intellectually, they know Islam is, but they don't believe. Like John Esposito, for example, right? He knows more Islam than all of us, right? But he's not a Muslim. It's not enough to have that. Right? There's so many Orientalists who know Islam literally more better than all of us. Man. They're not believers. They don't believe. And I remember reading one of these Orientalists, and he's like saying, I was in Egypt somewhere listening in Ramadan to the recitation of the Tarawih, and he understands Arabic. Like these guys would speak Arabic. You're talking about when you deal with Orientalists, bro, it's a different ballgame. Montgomery Watt, Sir William Muir, all of them. And like he's saying that I'm sitting on the balcony listening to the recitation of the Sheikh, and he's understanding, right? And he's talking to himself, like he himself is doubting whether he's on the right path or not. Like he said, the Quran is just pulling me. It's just, but in his mind, he's just, he knows, he can understand. Imagine, bro, being able to understand what the Imam is reciting, and he's not a Muslim, right? And
no, go on, bro.
but where's the guidance? And he feels it. He's inclined towards it, but there's an arrogance that's stopping him because he's on a mission to show that Islam is wrong. Now, many people have started that way, ended up being very good Muslims. However, not everyone, right? Again, can you say what's the ingredient? I don't know. I think it's sincerity.
How'd you strip that arrogance and get that sincerity? The ikhlas.
I think you just, like one thing that I can say that I've done, and again, is by the blessing of Allah.